Hello, friends. I'm so happy to see you here again. I know that typically you would expect to find synergy.
Hello, friends.
Here.
I'm so happy to see you here again.
1 second.
I know that typically you would expect to find.
I'm so sorry. I'm not used to this. I was so quickly trying to get away. I'm sure people are listening in on everything that I say. But we should be okay now. If you just want to log into your YouTube channel like you would if you were going to see a Synergy show here on a Thursday night at 6 Pacific time or a Friday night at 7 Pacific time, now that we've acquired Synergy Theater as a subsidiary of the Monet Troll family fortune, I think that I've been able to subvert that channel for just us to talk privately here. It's the only way I can get away and really have a good friend to talk to. So I'm sure you've been reading in all the tabloids what's been going on. The SEC is after Murrieta, the head of the family, for her, what they say are the family's dealings in the GameStop stock debacle, and it's brought our stock down plummeting. At first, it was Mercedes, who was her daughter, who was being painted as the villain in that, but she skipped town. She's on a private island with her brother Hudson, and they're threatening us a hostile takeover. In fact, that's how I got here myself, as the illegitimate granddaughter of their great grandfather. They sought me out and found a place for me in the family. They're the ones who found out that I was actually an heir to the Monet family fortune myself and had some voting shares. You remember what I was doing before that, how I was living, what I was doing before I was discovered. Let me know that I have a friend out there and that you remember me before all of this time. Just type it into the chat and let me know that you remember what I was doing before I came along. Well, at any rate, I've flown here now, and Mercedes and Hudson think that I'm going to help them with a hostile takeover, but I want to get a little bit of a lay of the land first. I'm noticing a couple of things. I think everybody has secrets. There's one secret in particular, which I've gotten wind of, that I think is going to come out in the not too distant future that might sort of bubble things up. So what do you think that secret is? Do you know anything about that secret? Let me know what you think that secret is. And oh, it's so good to be known by an old friend. That's right. I was an Army nurse. That's right. So I'm going to use my all of my experience in the field to this is very much like a war zone, I have to tell you. And finally, there's this strange object which I've seen around, which I just get a sense is going to somehow play into the dynamics of what's going to go down. What do you know what that object is? I think there was a picture of it in one of the tabloids in the background. Did you notice it? Sometimes I feel like I'm getting lost here. I'd love just to have have my sanity checked a little bit. Did you see any strange objects? And what was that secret? Well, you think about it, and I'm gonna go back before they notice I'm gone. But as we start things up, why don't you think about those two things, and I'll see you later. Thanks for the rendezvous.
Simon.
All right, I assume that means the minutes are approved, and have we lost Mitchell? Mitchell
is
was,
calling in from his prison cell. We'll have his feed soon.
okay, there he is. Thank you. Okay, moving on. As you know, I'm here reading the minutes because Marissa is unfortunately in the hospital. And I have been brought in by Marietta as the new financial advisor, given, let me see, about 4 different reasons. 1, an SEC investigation because of the GameStop debacle. 2, there is a hostile takeover pending with the company because of Mitchell and Hudson. And not Mitchell, I'm sorry. Mitchell's in jail, which is part of it. But Mercedes and Hudson, Mercedes being the one who is jumped bail. And let me see, there seems to be one other thing. Oh yes, Mercedes poisoned, or Mercedes live streamed Mitchell while he was poisoning Marissa. So just a kind of a normal family board meeting, correct?
There's one more person who will be joining us for today's board meeting.
Oh, yes. Okay, well, is there anything anyone needs to say before that person comes in, given that she is somehow aligned?
I need something to say. I posted bail, Father, with my lawyer, $10 million. I'll be seeing you all shortly, that's for sure.
I'm glad to hear it, son.
Oh, I bet you are. I bet you are.
Okay, do I need to know what's the background here? Mitchell, you seem very, very angry at Simon.
I was betrayed by my own flesh and blood.
Mitchell cannot accept the fact that he was caught trying to murder someone on live video feed.
Which is why I don't understand why he still has a place on the board, Simon.
Let's discuss some of this later. This Laurie woman is due any moment.
And Devinda, you've been rather quiet.
Well, I can say that I'm very concerned, not only about Mitchell being on the board, but Simon, as I certainly don't trust his intentions. I gave mouth to our Marissa the entire time on the way to the hospital.
Oh, Devinda, I see we've been joined by Laurie. Let's table this discussion. Yes.
Mouth to mouth. What an interesting first phrase to hear at my first board meeting.
Welcome, Miss Alter.
If you all excuse me, I need to go give someone a sponge bath if I want to eat my meal later. It's part of the code. I'll see you later.
Mitchell, I will be talking with you later. Thank you.
Miss Alter, I'm afraid you've caught us not at our best. Our board meetings are usually a good deal more professional than this.
Well, I mean, I'm not used to boardrooms. I'm used to getting my hands dirty, doing real work out in the field, you know, like with the blood and the sweat and the dirt, keeping my hands clean here up in the sky in the clouds. But I am a little surprised that being in prison for poisoning someone wouldn't disqualify you from being here at a board meeting.
Well, as you say, Laurie, you aren't quite used to corporate matters. And in fact, if you'd like to just return to the farm and give up your board seat, I'm sure that would be fine with the company. We understand that this is a very different world than you're used to.
I'm sorry, I don't know you.
Oh, my name's Carly Clash. I'm a financial advisor.
Oh, so she's not, okay.
You will discover, Laurie, that this is not just a business, but a family-owned and operated business. And we take family here quite seriously. I'm sure you can understand we were all thrown quite a bit to discover that Grandpa had an illegitimate heir to whom he left shares in the company and a voting block on the board.
Oh, I certainly understand that, Monet, Mr. Monet. I feel exactly the same way. Family has always been incredibly important to me as well. My mother and my grandmother were incredibly close, and that's why it was so meaningful for me to get my grandfather's letter. Would you like me to read it to you?
Yes, why don't you?
My dearest, darlingest Lori, I have only learned of your name recently, but you should know that you and your family have been in my heart for many years. There is family and obligation, and then there is true love. And your grandmother was my one and only true love. Although it seems that we will never meet, as I lie here on my deathbed, I hope that you can bring to my family the kind of love that your grandmother brought to me, and that once and for all, true passion and goodness will be joined with Monet. After all, love, your grandfather.
Yes. Well, welcome to the family.
Thank you.
If there is no more new business, I wonder if you might excuse Murietta and I so that we can stay here in the boardroom for a private conversation.
Absolutely.
Simon, this is terrible.
Don't like it, Murietta. I don't like it when there are too many new people at the board table.
No, and I did a thorough background check on her when I heard that she was coming, and it stops about 20 years ago. As far as I got, she's an army nurse.
Murietta,
But you know what, Simon?
my sister, my older sister by 6 minutes. Will the irony never cease that you have inherited the entire management of the company because you were born from mother's womb 6 minutes earlier than I?
Simon, I know you don't resent me anymore for that. I know you love me. And I need to just say to you, Simon, that no matter what, you and I will always have each other, no matter what.
Murietta, you are right that I am here to protect you, for that was my father's dying wish to me, and I shall protect you, which is why you must listen to me now. The danger is very close, and the danger is closer to you than you think it is. It is your own children, Murietta.
I have such trouble believing that, Simon, and yet it's all in front of me and all over social media. But I don't know who to trust, what to believe.
You
Simon.
can trust me. Now listen to me, Murietta. Your two children, Mercedes and Hudson, skipped bail. They have absconded from the law. They are wanted. And that is why they are ruthless. But I have agents tracking them. I know where they are, and I know what plans they have made, and they are more devious than we can understand, Murietta, for they have arranged for a spy to join our board and destroy you from within.
Simon, could this really be true? What do we do? What do I do?
We must find out who this spy is, Murietta. It could be this Lori Alter. It could be that Carly woman, or it could be someone who we have no reason to doubt at all, like perhaps a close and trusted friend.
Oh my God. Oh, Simon, since we were little, I have trusted only you. And now this is the biggest and the most terrifying thing that's ever happened to us. And it is to us, Simon, isn't it?
Yes,
Not alone.
to us. We cannot trust anyone outside of us, Murietta, especially our children. You remember the nights where we gathered around Father's knee in the library and he read King Lear to us.
Yes.
That was both his way of telling us he knew our plans and to beware our own children.
Simon, you're right. I didn't put that together. It has come full circle. Oh, Simon, allow me to go and I'll look on social media and I'll find out if I can learn anything about my stupid children. And that stupid daughter of turned off Find Your Phone. So I know that she thinks I'm going to hunt her down, but I have tracking devices too. And I put a little troll cam on her in the form of her troll necklace.
Yes,
Stupid
go.
girl doesn't.
And I shall see about discovering who is this spy.
Okay. I trust you.
Miss Alter, thank you for joining me. Do you mind if I call you Lori?
Of course not. May I call you Devinda?
I would be thrilled and delighted if you called me Devinda. Lori, I understand that you were a nurse before you came here. And I wanted to say, from one healthcare professional to another, I was your grandfather's home healthcare aide for many years until we became romantically linked. But I understand what it's like to come from the outside into a very strong family such as this.
Yes, I suppose you would be the person who would know best what position I'm in. Although I would be the kind of person who would understand best how a patient can be at the whims of their nurse and how vulnerable they are to their manipulations.
Why, you're not insinuating anything. Couldn't imagine that you would do such a thing. May I see that letter that you brought in with you to the boardroom this afternoon?
Why would you want to see it?
I just yearn for the signature of my beloved.
It's very precious to me.
Of course it is. Thank you. It is Gordon's signature.
You thought I was fraud, didn't you? You thought you would find me out.
No. Can you blame me? Lori, this family, you have no idea. This family is like vampires going after each other, going for the jugular vein, and you never know who you can trust. And
I do. I know. I feel it the way I just was with you. It was my first impulse was to accuse you of manipulating Grandpa Gordon. Why would I say such a thing? Why would that be my impulse? I would never accuse anybody of such a thing. And now all of a sudden I've been pulled into a hostile takeover. I'm accusing you of fraud. I'm defending myself against it. I've only been here 3 days.
Lori, slow down. I want you to trust me. You can trust me in this family. Do not trust Simon. And I'm not so sure about Murietta and the way that she's seemingly turned on her own children. I feel that perhaps your grandfather's instinct to skip over his own children to give this dynasty to his own granddaughter, Murietta, may have been a mistake. In fact, there was that horrible lawsuit some years ago by that tribe of inbred trolls that sued the Monet troll industry because they accused us of mimicking their inbred mutations when in fact trolls were your grandfather's creation. But strangely, I think he has also created his own sort of disastrous breed.
The children were so nice to me. Mercedes and Hudson made me feel like I was part of that I belonged in a way I'd never belonged before. They showed up at my base and they brought me out and took me to nightclubs and wined and dined me. And I felt such a sense of belonging. And before I knew it, I'd been all turned around and I'd left. I'd gone AWOL. And here I was.
Well, Lori, you're here now. And I will look after you. I will have your back. As one healthcare professional to another, you can trust me. But I warn you, be wary.
There you are. I'm
But I
glad.
needed a good swim. That felt amazing, being cooped up in that jail cell for the past month.
Yes, I can see you're a man of the outdoors. And I like to meet down here because the pool filter will help us if there's any bugs. Look, Mitchell, you're in a world of hurt. If you don't take some bold steps here, you're going down. I heard you say that you think that your father told you to poison Marissa. If that's true, are you willing to take your father down for it?
You know, Carly, this is going to sound strange, but I still love him, and I want to still prove myself as a good son to him.
All right. Then how do you see protecting your interest here?
What are you offering?
I'm offering that we have to find another fall person, somebody else. Well, luckily, Marissa won't die, because if it's murder, I don't know if I can get you off. But there could be other ways to do that. We just need to decide who you're willing to take down. It has to be someone. Who is it?
My father.
Oh, good choice.
Why not take down the closest man to me?
Yes. And also your biggest impediment to getting the money and control of the company when you're still young. Who knows how long that old codger might stick around.
Well, he has been coughing lately.
Oh, coughing. Any health problems in his background?
His kidneys and liver are failing. 70 years or whatever it is of drinking alcohol.
That's good. That's so good, Mitchell, because it would be natural for him to die. No one would suspect.
And Carly, I see that there's something else that you want to tell me. The way you're looking at me, I know that look.
I like to work close, very close.
Why don't you hop in the pool with me for another lap?
Oh, I've forgotten my suit. I guess
That's
I'll
okay.
have to swim without one.
Let's do it.
Yes, let's do it. Oh, well,
I'm going to go into the pool now.
Marietta,
Davinda, thank you for meeting me.
of course.
I know that we had our differences, but you have an unnatural affiliation with my children. I know that you care about them.
I do.
Something is terribly wrong. And I fear that Simon is sick. He's trying to hide it from me, but I know that he's not well. And my children, they're just idiots, and I can't find them. Davinda, we're in serious trouble. I have nowhere else to turn.
Well, what can I do for you, Marietta? I can help you any way that I can.
My grandfather, your husband, he named a doll, and now it makes sense. Lori. He gave it to me as a child.
And it bears a striking resemblance to Lori.
Yes.
That's cruel, I would say. I'm sorry. I can't believe he would do that to you. It's not like him.
But why does she show up now? Now, Davinda.
What are you saying?
Think about it.
You're not suggesting that she has some ulterior motive. You don't think that...
I'm not just suggesting it. I'm telling you, yes.
Let me see that troll again. Yes. Well, it has her eyes.
Look.
As she was leaving the office, I saw that she bared a strong resemblance to the rear end of that troll as well. Okay, look,
Something going on in his papers, Davinda. I don't like this. She shows up out of nowhere. My children are missing. She comes with some ridiculous story, and she's all like flowery and pretends, oh no, I love everybody. I trust. No, Davinda, it's wrong. And I'm here to tell you it's wrong.
Marietta, I tried to bring this up a while ago, that I believe that North American troll distribution really belongs in my hands. I think you know that that's true as well. I think you know that I have the chops for it. And if you need my help with anything, if I can help you in any way, reaching out to your children and perhaps speaking to Lori and trying to find out what she really wants, you know I would so appreciate a bump in my position here at the...
If you can do that, Davinda, if you can find out what she wants, why is she really here?
Yes.
I'll give that promotion serious thought. And somehow my idiot children are going to pay for the place that we're in now.
Marietta, I would advise you not to dismiss them so easily as being idiots, because I do believe they may be up to something quite serious. Take these threats seriously.
All right.
Welcome, Laurie, to the library here at our mansion.
Goodness, Mr. Monet, I've heard you never let anyone in here unless it's a very, very special occasion.
Well, this is a very, very special occasion. Why don't you pour yourself a drink and we'll toast to your arrival on the scene.
Well, thank you.
Do you see that volume in red behind you?
That one right there?
It's a first edition of Alexander Dumas' The Count of Monte Cristo.
Oh, yes, the Count of Monte Cristo. He spent years and years in prison, didn't he?
Only to get out and wreak his terrible revenge.
Oh, you must be afraid then.
Afraid? Afraid of who?
I was just making an association between your son, who is in prison right now. Silly of me.
The point I was trying to make is that revenge is very well valued here in the Monet family. Revenge upon anyone who crosses us.
Yes, I think that must be from the grandfather's side of the family.
Are you the spy, Laurie? Did Mercedes and Hudson get to you and turn you to their will? Are you here to bring down Murietta?
Well, I don't think it's any secret that it was Mercedes and Hudson who found me. I think they declared to everyone that they discovered me, but I would never want to, look, I've spent a long time in the army, and I know that it would be silly to enter into a fray where one had no allegiances. To just step in and pick a side would be tantamount to idiocy, wouldn't it, Mr. Monet?
I like you, Laurie. Laurie, do you see that crystal paperweight on the table by your side?
Well, yes, it's beautiful.
Feel how heavy it is.
Well, it's heavier than it looks, isn't it?
Yes, that is the crystal paperweight with which I killed my own father.
I beg your pardon?
I said, that is the crystal paperweight with which I killed my own father because he crossed me.
Got it.
I hope you do.
Father,
Mitchell.
Laurie, Father, I came to tell you that I still want to prove myself to you. And Carly, she came to me and wanted me to betray you. But I said yes, but now I know that by telling you the truth, Father, I know that I can get in your good graces again, and you'll get me out of this bind.
Mitchell, Laurie, perhaps you might see yourself out and leave the room to Mitchell and myself for a moment.
All right. I'll look forward to getting to know you too, Mitchell. Thank you for the drink and the story.
Mitchell, you have not yet learned to keep your mouth shut in front of strangers.
I just want to tell you that I'm still with you, Father, even though you did betray me.
Betray you? And how did I betray you? Because you were stupid enough to carry out a murder while there were witnesses watching you?
I didn't know they were watching me.
You're supposed to.
Did you see the doctor yet?
Mitchell, did you ever want to pick up that crystal paperweight by your side and crash it over my head?
What?
I'm asking you.
No.
All the times I demeaned you and crossed you, did you ever once think of picking up that crystal paperweight and smashing my skull so that my blood spattered all over the books in this damn room?
No, but I have thought about putting my hands around your neck and seeing you choke on your own words.
So you have some fire, do you?
I have a flame, raging.
Then you must know why I had to let you take the fall.
I will trust you, Father, but my trust can only extend so far.
You expect me to rest easy on your story that you promised Carly you would bring me down, and yet you tell me you won't.
I thought that would put me in your good graces. Listen, I know I messed it up, but I can still be the heir to this.
Mitchell, there's something you don't know, and now is as good a time as any to tell you.
Yes, Father, yes, my own. I'm part of your flesh and blood. Tell me anything.
You are not. You are not my real child. Your mother adopted you when you were 6 months old.
You're lying.
I'm not.
What? I'm not a money?
You are maybe a money, but you are not a Monet. Yes! Yes! Now you are a Monet.
You're an evil man, a monster. I'm leaving.
No, my...
What?
Carly,
Yes, well, I've started feeling out who we can trust. I asked Mitchell who he would throw under the bus, and he came up with his father. I'm not sure I believe him, but we'll see. If Simon comes and spills the beans that Mitchell told him, then we know we can't trust Mitchell. So what I'm really wanting to talk to you about is which one you would throw under the bus. You know, in war, there has to be the sacrifices and the sacred ones. And let me just tell you a little bit about Hudson and Mercedes. All right. Hudson's on Reddit. That's how he got the group together to buy the GameStop stock. And of course, we know Mercedes had the Robinhood account. So my question is, are you in on that? Are you trying to get big losses on the troll company through the tax write-off with all of your losses through GameStop and the hedge fund? Or are they really siphoning away all the money in order to completely bleed you dry?
I know we have client-lawyer confidentiality, Carly, so shut your mouth and listen. I am in on it, but I didn't realize what I was doing because I have absolutely no technical skills whatsoever, which my children know. And so they used me and they manipulated me and they thought that I wouldn't be aware of it. But I am, because my idiot daughter puts it all over social media and she thinks that I don't read that. How else am I supposed to keep track of them?
Yeah, she's going to learn a few things about that.
But now, how close is the SEC to me?
Very. If Gensler is approved, which I'm sure he will be, and he'll be head of the SEC, he wants transparency. You know what he wants? He wants to protect the retail investor. He doesn't want to protect the hedge fund. So you're going to be in big trouble.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to let this go down. But
Well, it depends.
it can only, I'm sorry?
Yes, it depends. Now we have to figure out about this Laurie aspect. That's a little bit of a canard. But, you know, if you're willing to rob Peter to pay Paul, if you really want your kids to get the money and not Mitchell and Simon or Devinda or Laurie, then you could actually feed into their scheme. You could actually let it happen.
Intriguing.
Yeah. I mean, you just need to tell me which way the wind blows, and I'll help a hurricane come.
All right. We'll talk more. Good work, Carly.
Wow.
Yeah. So you heard.
Yeah, I just, no, I get it. I mean, my life just got turned upside down too.
You know what it's like to feel like you're the unwanted child?
Are you
The
kidding
third
me?
wheel?
I felt like I was the unwanted child my whole life.
Yeah. Oh,
My mother used to look at me like if I hadn't been born, she'd have everything. I once said that to her and she said, yeah, that's how my mother used to look at me.
it all makes sense now. I don't know what I'm going to do at this point. But I want to tell you, Laurie, that, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I feel you.
I feel you too.
And I hate my father, or whoever the hell he is. Simon.
What?
I hate Simon.
Oh,
I hate
whoever
that
it is,
man.
he's like, all right, look, here's the thing that I learned about having your life turned upside down. You no longer have anything to lose. You just no longer have anything to lose. So if Simon's not your father, and I'm not who I thought I was, and I have no attachment to any of the people and the places and the things that I used to think are important, then we can do anything we want. We can take anything we want. We can do anything we want. And what do we got to lose?
Nothing.
Nothing. We have
Though I might be convicted for attempted murder.
That's already happened.
That's true. It can't get any worse than this. Laurie, I'm with you.
Great. That's great. I say,
I trust you, Laurie.
with my savvy and my sense of cutthroat outsiderness and your sense of insiderness, knowing what's going on the inside, nobody can beat us.
I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that.
Simon.
Murietta, I have discovered the spy.
Who is it?
It is Laurie.
Laurie.
I had her pick up the crystal paperweight, and then I took her fingerprints from it. I had her fingerprints run through the FBI through a connection I have there, and I discovered her real name. Her real name is Anishka Barashnikov. She is from a descendant family of the Russian KGB.
Oh my God. This makes so much sense. Oh, Simon, you're brilliant.
Hudson and Mercedes hired her to impersonate the real Laurie Alter, who they unceremoniously killed and dumped into the ocean. They sent her here to worm her way into our confidence, and especially yours, only to find some weakness, Murietta, that she can exploit to bring you down and hand the company to those whelps of yours.
Simon, you're scaring me. My
Murietta,
children. Be true,
Murietta,
Simon.
now is the time for strength.
Simon, what do I do?
You must find a way to have her confess her identity on a recording so that we can use that to bring the FBI back on her trail and take her away.
I know just the thing. The nanny cams.
Ha ha. Yes, it has been a brilliant ploy of ours to hide nanny cams in the butts of every troll doll.
Right. And our children never knew. All right, I will get her to confess. Oh,
Murietta.
Simon.
It will be all right. Look at the sturdy walls here in this library, the heart of our home, the heart of this family. It stands strong. And as long as these walls of solid oak stand strong, so shall you.
Then protect my children, Simon.
That now is in your hands. Laurie doesn't trust me. You must get her to confess.
Okay.
Well, ladies, this was a delightful lunch, but you may have guessed that I called this lunch for a specific purpose. With you two, you, Devinda, having 2 board seats, voting blocks, and you, Laurie, having the surprise one. It's diluted. Oh, 2, you say 2. You realize that you are both very powerful players in this situation. So I need to know your allegiance. I need to know.
Carly, that's so forward of you, being a new employee and all. And Laurie, I'm sure you're shocked at the intensity of the conversation.
I'm a little confused at why an employee would think that the family would want to talk to her at all.
Oh, well, let me just explain. I'm here to help Murietta. I'm here to help the company.
I'm looking forward to getting to know Murietta better.
Uh-huh. I bet you are. So I need to know which camp you're in. Are you with the kids? Are you with Simon or Mitchell? Are you with Murietta? Are you with each other? You know, the thought occurred to me that you two might have your own hostile takeover intentions.
It's been so wonderful getting to know everyone in the family. You know, when I was growing up as an only child, I used to dream about having brothers and sisters and a large extended family, but I never thought it would happen.
Okay, well, can we just skip over the "we are family" and get straight to business?
And then in the army, you know, your troop mates become your family, you know? You depend on each other when you're at war.
I think we're at war here, Lori. And I think you know that.
And I'm sure Larry, you recall friendly fire. It's such a sad thing when someone's taken out by their own comrades.
Isn't it?
I chose that word carefully.
I don't know what to call you now, Simon or father.
It doesn't matter what you call me. It only matters that you believe what I say. Lori is the spy.
Then why should I believe you? You've lied to me my entire life.
Look, the FBI file is there at your fingertips. I know that you have developed feelings for her, Mitchell.
How do you know that? You're spying on me?
Mitchell, an old watchdog might not run fast, but he can still watch.
I want to ask you something, Simon. Did you ever care about me? Did I ever mean anything to you?
Yes, Mitchell, you did. Because out of everything I've said to you today, only one thing was a lie. And that was that it was your mother who wanted to adopt you. But it wasn't. It was me.
Why?
Because, Mitchell, I cannot have children of my own. Don't you understand?
I understand, and I want to tell you something. Father, you've raised me my whole, I've known no one else. And I still want myself to you. And again, I'm going to betray the oath that I made to someone else. I spoke with Lori earlier. She wanted to meet me. And she wants to go against you. And now I do trust you. And I was thinking about taking your crystal ball and using it. But now I know that you do care about me. And I don't need this anymore.
Mitchell, I have to know that you believe this. I was not to give birth to the heir to this fortune. Murietta was always to do that. I wanted a son because I wanted a son.
And I am that son for you.
Yes.
Yes. And I will do anything that you want, Father.
And you know, when I bite you because I love you and I want you to be strong.
Yes, and I know you'll never bite me again. You'll never have me thrown in prison ever again.
You are strong enough to pull your heart away from this Lori girl, are you?
Yes, I'll do anything you want, Father.
Good, because your mother is putting plans into place to destroy Lori. And all I need you to do, son, is stay out of her bed.
You got it. I'll sleep in my own bed.
Lori, thank you.
I'm so glad we have this time together.
I know we haven't had a chance to get to know each other. It's important in this family that we always give a gift to any new family member that we come across. And I have this for you from Simon and me.
An original.
These are, yes, special edition. Now, Lori, we don't know much about you, but let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm fluent in 100,000 dialects and languages, and I speak many different languages because I need to speak to people all over the world and globe, because our trolls are global. And that being said, they want to see the face of the company when I travel. So there's one thing that I thought maybe I could share with you.
Oh,
I see that you know exactly what I said.
well then. I suppose there's no point continuing the facade, is there?
Not at all. So why are you here?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to interrupt. Marietta, I
Linda.
thought you should know this. Baryshnikov Dolls has just come out with the Ballerina Edition Troll that we were going to debut in the spring. Somehow, word of our Ballerina Edition was leaked.
Huh.
Oh my God. What's the stock value on those right now? Look it up.
Baryshnikov has gone up 50 points. Monet went down 30 at that, just with that release.
Lori.
Oh dear. She speaks.
Oh,
She speaks Truncay.
she does. She is a spy, Devinda. She is the one. She is not the Lori of our grandfather.
What?
We need to call an emergency board meeting right now. I have talked to Robin Hood. They are going to stop the trading on Baryshnikov. We've got to get this taken care of. Get everyone in.
Simon and Mitchell, where are you? Quickly. Simon, Mitchell, Simon. It's always
What is
late.
it now?
Devinda, tell them.
We have a spy amongst us, Simon. Somebody has leaked the Ballerina Edition that was coming out in the spring. Baryshnikov has it.
We know who it is. It's
Yeah,
Lori.
tell him, Dad.
It's Lori.
It's Lori. And she speaks Truncay to top it off.
I knew she responded when I called her a comrade.
Murietta, did you get her speaking in that coded language on the troll nanny cam?
Yes, I did.
Good.
I recorded it on my mini locket as well.
That will be all the evidence I need. I can take that to the FBI. They'll be able to discern from the voice print that it was made in this time and place, and they'll be able to use that to bring her back to jail for breaking her parole language. So give me the recordings, and I shall take care of Lori.
Yeah, go, Dad.
Just do it.
This means war. That's all I can say.
The lines have been drawn. Murietta, you look confused, quiet. Where's your spirit?
She kept the troll. I didn't get it back. The recording's on the troll.
She has the camera technology, the butt cam technology that we embed in our troll dolls. Marietta, I cannot
Figures
believe-
it out.
Oh dear.
Hey, let's all talk about this over at dinner at Blake's restaurant. Let's go.
Sounds good to
Meeting
me.
over. Meeting is adjourned.
And that's our show. And ladies and gentlemen, the artistic director of Synergy Theater, a subsidiary of the Monet Company, Mr. Ken Adams.
Thank you very much. And thank you all so much for being here. I am Ken Adams, the artistic director of Synergy Theater. And our show tonight, this was episode 2 of Family Trust, and it was conceived and directed by Kat Coppett, who plays Laurie Alter for us. So everybody give a big round of applause for Kat Coppett. Thank you so much, Kat, for bringing this show. Now, we're only halfway through the saga of the Monet family, and we are going to be back with 2 more episodes. Kat, do you happen to know the dates of those 2 more episodes?
Sometime in April.
Sometime in April, that's right. It's impossible to keep up with what we do here at Synergy Theater because we do so much. So check out synergytheater.com for all of our shows. We're here every Thursday at 6 o'clock and Friday at 7 o'clock. In April, we will be back with the final 2 episodes of the Monet Family Trust saga. So don't miss it. Now, tomorrow at 7 o'clock, we have a very, very special show. I hope you'll all be here. It's our slightly early Valentine's Day celebration show called Love Scenes. A whole evening devoted to celebrating love, the people we love, and the way we love them. Love comes in all shapes and sizes, so come and watch us try to fit into each and every one of them. Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock p.m. right here on Synergy Theater's YouTube channel and Facebook page, Love Scenes. Additionally to providing online entertainment, we also offer improv classes. And if you'd like to take an improv class, we'd love to give you one. So please go to synergytheater.com, click on our School of Improv, and take a class with Synergy Theater. I just got a little word in my ear that April 9th and 15th are the next 2 dates where you can see Family Trust. So come on back April 9th and 15th. Come back tomorrow for Love Scenes, take an improv class. And if I can mention, we are a nonprofit 501c3 organization. That means we always rely on the beneficence of our patrons, our friends, our families. It's your donation dollars that allow us to fulfill our mission of making the world a better place through the art of improvisation. So even though we guarantee to be here all through this tunnel until we get to the light on the other side, offering free improvisational theater to anybody who wants it, it is not free to us. It does cost us something to put these shows out and to run our company, and we would very much appreciate your help. If you are of the means, please go to synergytheater.com, click on Support Synergy Theater. Any amount of money you can offer us now would go a very, very long way towards allowing us to continue our work. Thank you all so much for being here. Stay safe, stay healthy, and always remember that Synergy Theater loves you. Bye-bye.